So it's Sunday the 5th of November, and here I am once again, over 50 floors up in the sky in central London, in Canary Wharf. And as I mentioned, I want to do these videos pretty much every Sunday where I just have a topic that's top of mind right now, and I'll walk you through some of my thoughts in the hope that it can help you on your journey in some way. So what I want to talk about today is really the premise of the risk of not taking risk in life. Now, a lot of people, what I come to realize when I think about the way a lot of people live their life is they are in risk aversion mode. They're in play defense mode, which means how can I save and conserve everything that I have? How can I avoid taking leaps and staying comfortable? How can I just maintain the status quo for my life and really put myself in a position where I'm never exposed to anything, there's never any real perceived risk? Now, the way I look at it is actually living a life where you're not taking risks or making leaps is actually the biggest risk that you can take in your life. And the reason for that is when you think about anyone who is at a later stage in their life, or anyone who's got health challenges or is just not in the best position in their life, and go and ask them about the things that they wish they did, the life that they wish they lived, the steps that they wish that they had taken. And what you'll always hear is the same consistent things. They're always saying, I had more left in the tank. I wish I made these steps. I wish I either built more wealth, spent more time with family, made these particular investments, took these particular leaps in my life. There's always this long, long laundry list of steps that they didn't take, things that they didn't do, decisions that they didn't make. And ultimately, most of it comes down to that person feeling like they had more in the tank than they actually leveraged in their life, more talent and potential. There's a saying that I once heard that man's greatest burden in life is unfulfilled potential. And I think that is the case for a lot of people in the world. It's knowing that you have more to give, knowing that you could play more offense, but you've chosen to consistently play defense. Now, there's a lot of different areas of life where these things come up more and more, and I see more and more for people. One is really making investments, especially in things like coaching, especially in things like mentorship. There's a lot of people who have their minds really just, to me, in the wrong place, where they think about, well, I'm spending money and this is going to cost me X amount of money. Instead of thinking about, well, I'm putting X amount of money in, well, what am I getting back out? Where can this knowledge take me? If I learn these things and understand these steps and make these types of decisions from someone who has been through, learn the mistakes, learn the lessons, where could that take me in life? Now, I've spent, a crazy amount of money on coaching and mentorship, north of 6 figures throughout my lifetime. I very recently, spent multi-5 figures just going to Dubai to a mastermind to learn from other entrepreneurs that are going on a similar journey to myself. And, many people that I let know that I'd made that decision said, Alex, are you crazy? How can you spend that kind of money just to be around other entrepreneurs and getting this knowledge, right? Knowledge can't be worth that money. Whereas the way I looked at it is, well, if I put myself around people that are going through what I'm going through, have had tremendous success in ways that I haven't yet, what is that going to do for me? One, it's a paradigm shift because you're in an environment with other heavy hitters who have achieved incredible things. Just being around that can make a transformative difference to someone's life. The other thing is learning from their mistakes, their lessons, right? You're buying into IP, into intellectual property of all of these decisions, the lessons, the failures, the successes. I'm getting to bypass that because I'm getting to understand it once someone else has already made those mistakes and had those lessons, etc., etc. And then it's also getting that step-by-step blueprint from other people who have walked the journey. And that was exactly what I got. So I put, north of 10K in, but then what I've gotten back out, not only financially, but in terms of just upside value, paradigm shift, and lifetime knowledge for me and my business, that is forever, right? There's no value that you can put on that. It's worth multi-6 figures, even 7 figures over my lifetime. So coaching is just one example, right? But there's many other things that people are thinking about in their lives where right now there's something that makes you uncomfortable, but it would be the best thing that you could do for yourself. Maybe it's doing a skydive, right? Maybe it's taking consistent cold showers as a first step. Things that you think about and you're like, that makes me uneasy, that makes me uncomfortable, but you know it will make you better. And half the time you have that answer in your head, you know that those are the steps that would help you to deliver more for your life. You know those are the steps that will help to move you forward, but you're not doing it because it's making you uncomfortable, or you're not doing it because you're just playing conservation mode with your money or conservation mode with your mindset. And that is never going to put you in a position where you can achieve everything that you want to in your life and really maximize all of the potential that you have for yourself and have for your life. So really the message from this video is to say to play offense, right? Don't leave anything on the table. Put yourself in a position where you're outperforming the version of you that existed yesterday. Put yourself in a position when you think about the 80 or 90-year-old you. What are the things that you would regret not doing? The decisions that you would regret that you didn't take? The steps that you're going to wish that you did take? Think about that. Take a moment and then take action today to make sure that you don't end up living a life of regret. You want to make sure that you live a life that was fruitful, that was fulfilling, where you made steps, you made leaps, and you definitely don't want to live a life where you look back on it and say, I wish, I wish, I wish. So write out a list right now, all of the things that make you uneasy, uncomfortable, or that you know would regret, and start to take meaningful steps today, right now, to make sure that you don't live life thinking that way. I hope this video was helpful in some way, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.